What motivates a protagonist? I want to save my sister. I want to find the greatest treasure. I want to get stronger. I want to eat steak for breakfast and to... Oh my god, he's just like me. Chainsaw Man is a series starring a man with a chainsaw for a head. I don't know, do you need another reason to check it out? Ever want to see a dude with a chainsaw for a head ride a shark? How about light himself on fire to fight someone with fire-covered chainsaws? If you're like me, and that's all it takes to pique your gorilla brain interest, then you need to check it out, because it's the sickest thing I've seen all year. This is my favorite manga, and it just got an anime announcement. I loved it, and maybe you'll love it too. If the coolest moments in this series weren't enough to get you interested, I'm going to talk a little bit more about what else I liked about it. I like to compare a show's pacing to a nice car ride. It goes smooth and can be a bit slow at times, but you can look out the window and appreciate the journey you're on. Chainsaw Man's more like a bullet train. I mean, some of the arcs in this series are shorter than 15 chapters and I loved it. It's kind of like watching a speed run in storytelling, only it's a 100% run where you also don't skip cutscenes, so you really get to see all the series has to offer. I caught up to the series in a day because I couldn't stop reading, but that's also because I had this superpower known as being unemployed during a pandemic. But I gotta say, the day I binged Chainsaw Man was one of the best days I had all year. Keep in mind there's a difference between fast-paced and rushed. I mean, some of the things characters say in the first few chapters get brought up at the last chapter, and it gives this vibe that the story was carefully thought out from the beginning to end. I'm gonna use the cliche metaphor of a roller coaster of emotions. I'm not gonna get into too much detail, but trust me, this series will definitely give you a bunch of emotions. From hype, suspense, depression, maybe even constipation, I don't know. I honestly didn't expect to even get teary-eyed a few times throughout the series, but trust me, you will know pain. You like cute girls? Well, Chainsaw Man has you covered. I love girls with pink hair, so of course I'm gonna like her too. Even though she has some things she can improve on. She's pretty cute and popular. She gives off that nice girl next door vibes. They got a woman with an eye patch. Kinda reminds me of this other show I watched who also had a woman with an eye patch. And then there's my favorite character in the series, Makima. She's actually the reason I got into the series in the first place. I saw this picture out of context and I had no idea Chainsaw Man was going to have the main heroine reenact this famous scene. I'm not actually sure if she's the main heroine or not because I think some people consider that to be power. But Makima shows up before her, so I'm just gonna consider her the main heroine. She's even on the cover of the official promo image, even if it's only as a reflection, but we take those. I didn't actually realize this until after the series, funny enough. But yeah, I mean, I honestly couldn't tell you what really makes me like her so much. I think it's how mysterious and cool she's presented throughout the series. She doesn't really talk about herself too much at first, but then you slowly start to get to see small instances where she shows compassion and eventually how she truly feels towards the main character. She kind of controls the whole flow of the story and demands you to pay attention when she's speaking, and I can't get enough of how cool I think she is. The dudes are pretty dope too. There's Aki, who's one of my favorite characters in the series. He's basically a big tsundere who starts out hating everyone but then slowly starts to care for those around him. Watching him grow up was great. And then there's the main character Denji, who's one of my favorite protagonists I've seen in a while. He starts off the series rough, so he's able to appreciate the simple things in life like a simple meal. I'm not gonna lie to you though, he's down pretty bad. I feel like you can see him in a cringe compilation, some of the things he says. But hey, it's 2020, I'll cut him some slack. I mean, I think we're all down bad. I mean, hey, one time this year, I was playing this Yakuza minigame where you have to talk to this girl on the phone, and I was home alone, and then yeah, so the art here is super sick. I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty bloody, gory series, so hopefully when it gets animated, they don't do that weird thing where they change the color of blood like they do in Danganronpa. I kinda hope the series is as bloody as possible. The story here is also no slouch. I really didn't expect the story to have a lot of heart and charm to it. Initially, I expected to kick back, relax, and turn my brain off and enjoy the blood and gore, but the series has some crazy plot twists and real heart-to-heart moments. If you wanted to check it out, part 1's only 97 chapters. I'm not sure what that translates into anime, maybe like a 24 episode watch. And yeah, I said part 1 because they announced a part 2 alongside the anime. I'm honestly a bit conflicted because personally, I thought the series ended on a really good note. I mean, it did go by fast, but like I said, Chainsaw Man was like a bullet train with no stops and I loved the pacing. I really hope that Chainsaw Man doesn't turn into Chainsaw Man Shippuden, where I didn't really like it as much as the first part, but it was okay I guess. But then they just keep going and going and going, and then I think there was some alien behind it all along. Please stop, I just want closure. But then they don't stop because they try to reboot the series with their kids. I actually don't even know if the reboot's good or not. I have my friend that's been telling me it's been getting good for like at least 2 years, and I honestly just don't believe him. But anywho, I'm gonna have faith, and I'm interested to see where the series is gonna go from here. I don't know what the future of this series holds, but at least I can recommend that part 1 of Chainsaw Man is an absolute banger that is one hell of a ride, and I'm proud to say it's my favorite manga. Hopefully you'll check it out. Yeah, that's the end of the video. If you're still listening to my voice and find it tolerable, consider doing all that YouTube stuff. Thanks for watching, see ya.